Hey baby, hey baby. Today I'm playing Toy Blast. Last time I played 3 weeks ago, I finished. I finished level 433 3 weeks ago, so let's go on to 434, shall we? Hey, let's go. And here it would seem we have to burst a load of beach balls from these cannons and break all the middle bricks, it would seem. Will it be elementary, my dear Watson? Or will it be more challenging and trying than I initially anticipated today? There's no way to find out other than to try, is there? So by all means, let us try, shall we? I'd say here a double TNT detonator would be beneficial since it'll allow us to attack all these middle bricks. Like so, baby dolls. Say, wasn't that beautiful? Beautiful and satisfying indeed. Destroying all those bricks in one fell swoop, with the exception of just one. Not got many moves left to get all these beach balls from the cannons, have I? But alas, should be enough. And you know you're being effective with your beach ball bursting when you create temporary lag spikes, don't you? Through destroying so many. Let's trigger them now, I'd say. Aren't I good? Not a bad score, but not good enough for number one. Okay, it was 434, so that was 434, so let's go on to 435, shall we? And we've got a lot of objectives to accomplish here, haven't we? What with the bowling pins and the bricks and the toys. They all need dealing with. I'd imagine a lesser man could be feeling quite overwhelmed at the prospect of all this. But not me. I'm far too elite, baby doll. Not many possible moves now, is there? I dare say that soon there will be a grand jumbling of the boxes in order to grant me more possible moves, and there you have it. This seems to be one of those awkward times where you can't quite get the colours next to each other, doesn't it? Doesn't look like I'll do it, does it? Don't know what the toys are getting excited for. Anyway, let's try again. Failed everything. Seemed like I was doing so well as well, didn't I? But this must be one of those occasions where appearances can be deceptive. You know, you're quite close to a great shuffling when you have a hard time finding moves to do because there's so little available, don't you? Finally, it starts being generous. And even then, it's questionable how generous when there's hardly any purple boxes on screen for me to use, isn't it? But let's try anyway. Seems like it's possible I could do it, though. But I don't think I will, no. Close, though. Okay, let's try again. As usual, I'm targeting the top ones when I can, since it's helpful to get rid of them first so that we have more possible moves and greater chances of getting the same coloured boxes together, you see. Doesn't seem to be helping me all that much at the moment, though, does it? That technique. Finally. Should do this now. And we're a cracking score as well, eh? So that was 435, wasn't it? So let's get on to 436, shall we, eh? Yes. This looks like it could be challenging, doesn't it? But don't you just love the way all these colours are arranged in the top left here? Like in diagonal rows, the same colours. Pretty pleasing for the eye, on the eyes, eh? Of course, they won't be like that long, as you can see now. Such is the nature of this game, my friends. And it can be easy to forget that these piggy banks aren't toys, but rather things that you have to destroy, so getting them to the bottom of the screen doesn't do anything. I was kind of coming close to getting rid of I was coming close to clicking these greens, thinking it was going to get this one off the screen, but that's not how it goes, is it, with piggy banks? Just shooting the propellers, hoping that they'll bring more boxes of the same colours to each other. Since the game isn't being all that generous at the moment. Hint, hint. Could be too little too late here, couldn't it? Still, I'll hit a few here. Be nice now if I could hit all of these with one fell swoop, wouldn't it? With a conveniently placed matching of power-ups. But I'm not gonna get it. Better luck this time, I suppose. Or maybe not. Still, these are early days, my sons and daughters. This is kind of miserable, isn't it? Most uncooperative boxes ever, I'd say. Colour scheme of boxes. Still, this should be a good shot. Very even the expert of all experts couldn't have done this level with that arrangement of colours just then. With how wretched it was and all. Must be getting low on lives now as well. this is looking a bit more promising now, isn't it? Okay, let's try this. A reasonable amount of purple boxes all over the screen, isn't there? So let's try. Beautiful. Coming close now, aren't I? Wonder if this propeller will shoot sideways and help me. Yes, nice. Now just a matter of this awkwardly placed bubble eye. Will this propeller shoot downward and be cooperative? No, typical. Still have one now. Nice score, eh? That was 436, I think, wasn't it? Yes. It's to be hoped my face cam's been working. Yes. So that's 436 that I've done. On to 437 now, and as you can see, I've only got one life, scarily enough. Let's go. Lots of sweet jars to smash here, isn't there? And plentiful vortexes as well all over the shop, as you can see. To complicate matters further, which will make it hard to get the colour combinations next to each other, as you can imagine. But it's hard to get a big score on a level like this as well. Oh, this could be the beginning of the rise of my score, though, couldn't it? Once I manage to get to these two together anyway. Like now, for instance. Only two left. Shouldn't be too difficult. There are of a thing though how the vortexes took me detonator all really far away from the two sweet jars though, isn't it? Bit of a swizz indeed, I'd say. And again, the propeller doesn't get level with this last sweet jar either. I wonder where it'll go though if it goes down this vortex. What do you say we find out? Well, should probably figure out where this vortex goes to before I'm able to get it out, eh? Will this propeller shoot downward, I hope? Yes. And I was hoping to get our other propeller up and 86,000, the biggest score than I was hoping for. That was 437, wasn't it? So let's go on to 438 now, shall we? Only 6 minutes left until my next life as well. Let's go. Ice cubes here, it'd seem, and lots of piggy banks to smash, and lots of cannons to extract beach balls from as well. Should be a fun, satisfying level. I just love how those beach balls broke up my colour combination just then, eh? Typical when you get these rather claustrophobically designed levels, isn't it? Ice cubes are making this one somewhat difficult, aren't they? And they keep breaking up my combinations as well. Kinda infuriating. I'd say it'd be better to turn this into a TNT detonator rather than going for a Rubik's Cube, given that there'll probably be hardly any blue squares left once I turn them all into a Rubik's Cube. So that'd mean not many squares on the screen to turn into propellers afterward. And at least now we get rid of all of the ice cubes, so we no longer have them to contend with. Quite a lot of beach balls left that we still have to extract. I'll get rid of all of the piggy banks rather than try to trigger a lot of the cannons by triggering the power up with on this level with the TNT detonator, whereas triggering it down here with the propeller will reach these bottom pigs. They did a little dance down here again, didn't they? They weren't sure where to go. The game wasn't quite sure where to put them. Getting startlingly low on moves now though, aren't I? Thinking I might not do it. Okay, so hopefully if I use this second to last move to get an extra 3 beach balls on screen, there'll be a possibility that in the end all the propellers that I get from this combination will be able to burst enough of them, so let's try that. Only 9 to get after all. And there's 12 or 13 on screen, so let's hope I can do it. Oh, only 1 left to go. That was ridiculous. But I suppose I might as well wait until I get my next life. How long have I been going for? 31 minutes. So yes, I'll keep you all entertained with my cutting edge. I'll keep you all entertained with my cutting edge wit while you wait, shall I? So, yes. What do you call a woman who is always sick all the time and in ill health all the time? Ill health all the time. Infirmary. Ah, get it? Infirmary. Yeah. And trying to think. Isn't quite coming to me. But no matter. Only 9 seconds left to go. So it was 437 that we completed. So let's go on. So now it was 438 that failed. Yes, and it looks like I'll be able to at least get rid of the ice cubes early this time, it'd seem. So that should be something of a help. That should help me in my goal, I'd say. Okay, now that we have no means to get rid of this ice cube, but we have a chance to eliminate it if this green box yields a sideways shooting propeller, or these ones yield downward shooting ones, I'd say we should go for it and stymie the flow of ice cubes once and for all. Or maybe not, just yet anyway. But now, yes, I'd say so. Now we manage it. Going for a double Rubik's Cube here. Now just a matter of getting them next to each other and I'll be laughing. But I'll try and get some more beach balls on screen before I trigger them. They did another little tremor there, didn't they? Like it might be a bug or something. I hope no beach ball kind of wipes out one of my Rubik's Cubes, by the way, because that would be tragic indeed. Okay, let's trick it on. This'll be beautiful. And it was. It didn't disappoint, did it? Another win for me. Nice score, but not my best. Okay, that was just 438, and look at this massive gap between 438 and 439. Like this pirate ship and the big whale here are conspiring amongst themselves to get themselves noticed by forcing themselves between the level locations. But hopefully finishing this level quite quickly will allow me to get along this pathway without being eaten by the whale, or rammed by the pirate ship. So yeah, that was 438 rented. So let's get on to 439 now, baby dolls. That's a lot of that's a lot of bowling pins to knock down, isn't it? Plentiful cannons at the sides of the screen as well, intriguingly enough. It'd seem this level is abuzz with activity indeed. Nice convenient little shuffle there. I often find them desirable to achieve, since they tend to allow you to get colours next to each other more easily and readily, you see. This kind of strategic planning is important, you see, my friends. In strategic puzzle games like this. This is nice, isn't it? By the way, I like the backgrounds of these little bowling alley things, squares, whatever you want to call them. They have that 1950s American diner feeling to them, don't they? Harkening back to the days of Elvis Presley and such. Nice of those beach balls to not land on these green squares where this TNT box is waiting to be utilised. Or waiting to be formed, should I say. After a hard beginning, things seem to be going better for me now, don't they? With talking about. I'm talking about those earlier levels I played in this video, which presented quite a challenge, if I do say so myself. Don't know why I'm still bursting the beach balls even when I don't need to get any more of them. Need to pay more attention, it'd seem. Look at all those beach balls still left on the screen as well. You wouldn't get that in the earlier levels, would you? Anyway, I win again with a nice score. So that was 439 that were completed. Let's go on to 440. That's a nice landmark number to maybe finish the video on, isn't it? So let's get to it. I'm second. And looky here, we have the opportunity to create a Rubik's Cube right from the get-go. And has anyone ever noticed before how when you get lots of things of different colours in life, how things which are coloured yellow often look bigger than things of the same size which are coloured differently? Like how these yellow boxes look bigger than, say, the red and green ones. Or is it just me? But I've noticed that with other things as well, like when I used to play this Ninja Turtles game on the old Amstrad computer, and the enemies were foot soldiers, robotic foot soldiers from the old Ninja Turtles cartoon, which were minions of the Shredderville in which the Turtles would often fight. And in that game, they'd be different colours. And when I played it on a colour screen, as opposed to the green screen my Amstrad came with, well, I always thought the yellow foot soldiers in the game looked bigger than, say, the purple ones or whatever other colours there were. Purple foot soldiers were the standard colour, by the way, in the cartoon, I think. Anyway, I stopped playing because I'm going to trigger these Rubik's Cubes next to each other, and you know it's going to be spectacular, don't you? So let's do it. Yes, nice, beautiful indeed. It's really triggered the desired result, I'd say. Hasn't yet won me the level, but it will help, I dare say. Suppose we might as well trigger these propellers downward to get rid of all these sweet jars. Yes. That was a good move on my part, wasn't it? Of course, getting two TNT boxes next to each other won't reach these surrounding. Well, it will reach these ones on this side. So I don't know. No. Well, yeah, actually, I think I will go for that. So, let's trigger it, shall we? Once I get them lower down so I can break these sweet jars as well, that is. Yes, that was nice. only a matter of breaking up Easter eggs now, something which shouldn't be too problematic. I thought it would be better to use the TNT detonator and the propeller next to each other because of how they have the greater range to hit things on both sides instead of the two TNT detonators next to each other, which are just attack a big area in the middle of the screen surrounding it in the a big area surrounding them, I should say, rather. So it's the spirit. And yes, we finished that level nicely with a nice mammoth score. Anyway, now we're getting on to the next map section, which I suppose I might as well talk about a bit before finishing my level, in order to build up the excitement for next time, eh, Sonny Jim? Yes, and it bears startling resemblances to Emmerdale Farm, this place, doesn't it? Where the countryside and the country road and the picket fences. Do they call farm fences picket fences? I'm not sure in this day and age, baby dolls. But I digress indeed, Sonny Jim. And it seems we have sheep here, and a cute little young one that hasn't got its horns yet. And could these be geese or ducks that look like they're singing to the winds, don't they? So happy that it's a new day. And here we have someone who seems to have harvested the world's biggest pumpkin. Like they're thinking it'll maybe get them into the Guinness Book of Records, maybe. And look at this wind chime crow type thing on top of this rather homely looking estate here with the flowers in the garden and the garden rocks surrounding it all. Such a nice quaint picture of pleasing country living, guy. I wonder if a mouse or a rat lives in this little mouse hole, by the way, which has a rather nice pathway for it so it doesn't get lost when it's out and about on its travels, eh? Yes. And he is a well as well. It reminds me of Dizzy Games and also Half-Life 2's Lost Coast DLC, which has a well outside church in it. It's probably possible to fall into it and die, something which I've never done. I'll have to try it sometime and see if it's possible, I think, yeah. And look here, outside this house, they have so many crops. You'd think the person here must be a fan of Farm Town or Farmville, eh? Anyway, Oh, and could this be a tribute to the old cartoon to shoe people, eh? I remember that cartoon yielded some rather tasty chocolate treats that used to be on sale in shops around about those times. And at last we have a church up here with its nice stained glass windows and bell tower and all. Yes, such a nice depiction of tranquil country life, eh? And the whole area is nicely framed with bushes every now and then, isn't it? Yes, quite nice and quaint indeed, baby dolls. Anyway, this video's gotten rather long, hasn't it? Could even be my longest video ever on my YouTube channel. But I digress. I'll see you all when I see you, baby dolls. Bye.